Hi, my name is Shane Kitchens. I want to talk to you briefly today about wood destroying organisms, wood preservatives, and the belts and suspenders approach to wood protection. I am a trained wood scientist. My specialties are wood protection. I've been in the industry for over 20 years doing research and development, product development, and all aspects of wood protection. So, what is the belts and suspenders approach to wood protection? It's defined as what you think. It's a backup system. So when you use the post protector system over a piece of treated wood, that is the belts and suspenders approach. You get two systems working together to maximize the life of that piece of wood and to maximize your investment. So why do we use post protector? Well, I like to use post protector with a piece of treated wood per the manufacturer's recommendations. Why is that? Well, wood out in the environment, we want to minimize any soil wood contact. We want to keep that soil away from the wood. So by putting the post protector over a piece of treated wood, we're taking away that soil to wood contact. Also, per the manufacturer's uh, standard, we take that post protector, we put it on the piece of treated wood, we drill out the weep holes, we put gravel in the bottom of the hole, we put it in there, and we leave the post protector 4 to 6 inches above the grade of the soil. Why do we do that? Well, water's going to get into that system. Very difficult, if almost impossible, to seal these barrier systems up. Some systems out there try to do that, but I don't particularly like that because in nature, in the environment, exposed out into the conditions, odds are we're going to get some water in there. I like to let that water out. I like a way for that water to get out. So that's why I like the manufacturer standard for installation of the post protector. Put the barrier system on, drill the weep holes, leave it 4 to 6 inches above the grade, backfill it with some gravel, and you're going to maximize the life of that post. Now, wood destroying organisms. Got to understand wood destroying organisms, how they live, what it takes for them to survive, so we can protect the piece of wood. Wood destroying organisms are much like us in what they need to survive. They need a food source, they need moisture, they need temperature, and they also need oxygen. So to control them, to take away the conditions that they need to live, to thrive, we got to take out one of the links of that chain. So how do we do that? Well, in wood protection, that's why we pressure treat a piece of wood. We're actually taking away the food source of the organism. But when we pressure treat a piece of wood with waterborne chemicals that are normally used in residential and light construction, we are treating the wood to the standards. But some of that wood, specifically the heartwood, we may not get complete penetration due to the density and other things, other considerations of that type of the wood. So as we get cracks and splits, as wood shrinks and swells, we could potentially expose untreated wood. So that's why I like belts and suspenders. We got that barrier system over the outside that's protecting that piece of wood. Now, leaching, chemical leaching. Many of us have heard a lot about this, and it does happen. Some of the chemical does leach out. Not as much as some may make us want to believe, but it does over time. So why not put another system on to minimize any leaching into the environment? Again, belts, suspenders. We're using a chemical treatment, then we're putting a belts and suspenders approach. We're putting the post protector on. We're keeping the soil away from the wood. We're minimizing leaching into the environment. We're letting the water out that gets in. And we're maximizing the service life of that piece of wood. So the next time you decide to do a project, a construction project, and it involves putting wood in contact with the soil, whether you're building a fence, a deck, a pergola, a barn, whatever you might be doing, I highly recommend that you use the belts and suspenders approach to wood protection. Use treated wood, use a post protector, install it per the manufacturer's standard, and you will maximize the life of that wood and you'll maximize your investment.